Second baseman number 13, Alan. Catcher. Catcher, number 19. Now batting, center fielder, number 13, Austin. In the Chinese half of the fourth inning, no runs, one hit. Guard. Shortstop number 14.
Cal, 8 strikeouts, no walks, very efficient outing. How did you feel about how you did?
Yeah, I felt good. I think that I attacked well early in counts. Still need to work on the splitter a little bit, see if I can put some more guys away. But like I said, I thought the attack was good. I thought the approach was good. I thought the contact was pretty weak, and yeah, kept on them.
Yeah, they threatened that one inning, bases loaded, came out and talked to you. And how did you get out of that? What was the pitch?
Yeah, Stallings wanted to go two-seam away. I thought it was a good decision. See if we can sink it a little more, get the ground ball. We did, and it was a good call.
You're able to sink that you're able to sink that pitch away. The splitter, though, is that the one that's the last one to come around for you?
Yeah, it's kind of fighting me this spring training a little bit. It feels like it's kind of there in the bullpens and then not quite translating to the games. But the grip feels good, arm action feels good on it. I'm just not quite clicking it yet, but you know, we got another week plus, and it'll be ready for the season.
You talked about you and Stallings. How long does it take for you to really get in sync with a catcher?
Well, I think he's a pretty superb catcher. You know, well above average defensive catcher. Calls a great game. I thought that pretty much every pitch he called today was the right call. The only time I shook was because I just needed to work on the splitter or whatever we were going to throw. I think in a lot of ways, like, sometimes it's the catchers catching onto you versus you learning to pitch to that catcher. And I think both him and Diaz have caught on real quick about what I'm trying to accomplish.
As far as you're concerned, just the strength, the stamina, it looks like it's all kind of coming together for you, right?
Yeah. I think when I'm on, that's what I'm good at, eating innings and going deep in games and a lot of early weak contact and quick innings and getting our hitters back out there to do what they're capable of. So, I think that's what I can be and what I'm trying to get back to right now, and today was a good step.
Your ground ball numbers, you're not classified as a ground ball pitcher, but it looked like you're able to get them when you needed them. Is that going to be a trait that you're going to have to use more of at Coors Field, do you think?
It depends. I mean, there's moments in games where a ground out is what you're looking for. I try not to overthink the ground out, pop up, fly out thing. We're looking for weak contact. We're trying to make them hit it softly. If it's on the ground, that's great, but infield pop-ups work too. So especially for a guy like me, I'm probably who knows, maybe, but probably not going to strike out the world every game. For me, it's really about achieving weak contact, and so if it's in the air or on the ground, I don't really care.
If I may follow up on that, very good defense around you, especially in the infield. Coming here, was that one of the things you looked at? Like, hey, I can get I can use my fielders because there are very good ones around.
Yeah, I've been blessed so far in my career. I've had a pretty fantastic D for the last 5-6 years, and this year's no different. I think our entire infield is special, and that's not even counting our multi-gold glovers out there in the outfield. So I think it's probably one of the reasons I got brought in. Throw strikes and let our guys do what they're capable of.
I know you came in the spring wanting to a splitter, and you said it was a little, trying to find it. Is that now the focus until the next start?
Yeah, I mean, continue to work on everything. Right? You can't just completely go all in on. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely an area of focus. I know what I'm capable of doing with it. I'm seeing it in the bullpens. I'm showing flashes of it in the game, and I'd like it to take that next step.
Do you think that being not a strikeout pitcher might help you go deeper into games? Take less pitches to get guys out?
Yeah, that's always been kind of my career, right? We always want to wow everybody and throw 100 and punch everybody out. But I know for me that if you look up and it's the 6th or 7th inning and I'm still pitching, I'll continue to get jobs. So, I think that's my goal, and I think that's what this team needs. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try and eat innings all day long.
Cal Quantrill, the way that he was able to force weak contact, get some strikeouts. I mean, did that look like the total package of it?
Yeah, I liked his stuff today. You hear me talk about ball strike ratio a lot. I thought he threw a lot of strikes, quality strikes in the strike zone with all this. Maybe not so much with the split, but the split had good action. But the fastball command was sharp, good breaking ball, good slider. So all in all, a good outing for Cal. Got some stamina with the 80 pitches. So successful outing today for him in a lot of different ways.
Got out of trouble in the third as well. Was able
to bases loaded there. Mac made a nice play to keep the ball in the infield to keep him from scoring. Then he came back and got that ground ball to Trejo. So all in all, it was a good day for Cal.
Offensively, against their for their first couple of pitches, you guys linked together some at bats as it went.
Yeah, we did. Webb is good. I mean, for me, he's one of the best pitchers in the game. Top 10 for sure. Can maybe even go higher than that, but he's got good stuff. He's got a running fastball. He's got weapons, and I thought we did a good job. Tovar swung the bat well against him. Trejo got a knock. We did some good things. So again, we'll see him during the year. I mean, he's a good one, but it was good to see us have some success against him.
As the spring has gone on, we've seen Brenton Doyle get some hits, get on base. I mean, do you feel like he's kind of in a good place if he can just keep it going?
Yeah, he's in a good spot. I think, the work that he did this winter, was set up by some, long conversations this offseason. I mean, this past September when he was with us with the hitting coaches, and he carried that over into his offseason and has carried over into spring training. So some adjustments had to be made, and he made them. So good for him.
Thanks, buddy. Here we go. Okay. We had talked about a little bit of an oblique thing early in the spring, but you've come in and not tried to rush to get ready. It just looks like you've kept a calm approach. Is that easy to do when, you begin a spring and kind of lose a few days?
Yeah, that kind of popped up kind of out of nowhere. I think the very first game. So that was kind of unfortunate. I played the first game, took a couple days off. But no, it wasn't anything serious, right? So it was just kind of like, hey, let's just be smart. I mean, Buddy said, he's like, hey, it's, late February. Let's not rush anything. So just trying to take it kind of one day at a time was kind of the most important thing, and didn't want it to kind of jump back up kind of like around this time, the end of spring. So just taking care of that and then making sure that I was kind of in the right spot. So everything's good, but it was just kind of a couple days.
Yeah, we talked about it early on, but your approach, I think you came in today 382 on base. It's up there. What do you do to get ready for a season and to stay in that approach?
Yeah, I mean, it's more so just trying to see pitches, get comfortable in the box. And I've faced, a bunch of these guys before. So, again, it's just getting more comfortable, kind of trying to stay within myself, not trying to do too much. But as far as that goes, it's really just, like I said, just being myself and not trying to get outside of my comfort zone. Just trying to see pitches, make sure I'm not chasing anything outside of the zone and trying to see it kind of in the middle. But other than that, like I said, it's just really trying to be who I am.
You've got the way the lineup has worked, at times we've seen what you're looking for, kind of linked at bats and everything else. I mean, do you feel like this is a sneaky, solid lineup?
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I think with anything, right, it's more so than just, the name or the player or just what that one person can do, right? It's a team sport. It's not just, hey, what can Chuck do? What can KB do? What can Mac? I mean, all they get, right? It's not just, hey, let's just jump on their back and hopefully they have a good game, right? It's what can we do to make sure we can lengthen the lineup and get to the next guy. And if that's, seeing more pitches, if that's driving the ball the other way, I mean, whatever it is, just as long as you can lengthen the lineup, have a full team approach against the other team, I think gives us really the best chance in every game.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.